I got a letter! I'm gonna answer a letter. Dear Ben, I started getting very close to one of my friends. I'll call her April. I'm in love with April. We spend nearly all of our free time together, and when we aren't with each other, we are almost always constantly talking. I love everything about her. She is just the most compassionate, loving, intelligent, affectionate person I know. There is just one huge problem, though. She's in a relationship. She is also my best friend. Damn it. She is someone who, while she is in a relationship, wouldn't ever think of someone else in a romantic way. Her relationship is long distance. Everything about our relationship has been done as friends. I am a very affectionate person, and I'm also very affectionate with my other friends, but there's something different about it with her. We cuddle a lot. We often have prolonged eye contact, and it just makes me feel like I have everything I ever want in life. Oh. We are always holding hands when we are with each other. Oh. We have just such a strong connection. She currently classifies me as her best friend. It's highly possible she has thought of me romantically, but tries to avoid these feelings because she knows that she would never want to hurt the person she's in a relationship with. I don't know, though. We have such a strong trust with each other, and we know things about each other that no one or barely anyone else knows. I want to be more than a best friend. I hope you can maybe share some advice, or at least try to calm me down or something. She's all I think about sometimes. Oh! Okay, dog. There's a very easy solution to this problem, which is linking you to a video by Mike Falzone, which you can find in the description. But I thought I'd offer a different opinion based on some life experiences. I could tell you maybe 20 times I have had a crush on someone who has considered me just a friend. And a lot of the time on the internet, you can find an F word called the friend zone, which I want to tell you is kind of a bullshit term. Let me tell you why. From other details in the letter, which I have redacted, it seems like you've not had much experience with romantic love. Sometimes when you become really good friends with someone, you can start to feel like you're in love with them. It's a very natural thing. A lot of guys go through this. I made a whole short film about it. Because I'm a romantic individual, I feel like I am constantly on the lookout for the one. For lack of a better term. It's just something I couldn't help doing when I was in high school and early college. I'm a person who loves romance and loves the idea of being in love. It's the best thing ever. I mean, who doesn't want to have a person they can confide in and talk to and be beautifully connected to and feel like they're your special one? Something that I've found in my quest for love and experience in love. Love kind of tends to just happen. Love doesn't work the way it works in movies. People don't chase someone that is not interested in them and they're somehow manipulated into falling for you. That's not how it works. Love can basically be summed up by...
When you're attracted to someone, it just means that your subconscious is attracted to their subconscious, subconsciously. So what we think of as fate is just two neuroses knowing they're a perfect match.
Relationships form because two people are just drawn to each other. When you're wanting to be in a relationship with someone that you find that you're just not drawn to each other, you kind of want something that isn't real. What I've found is that love tends to just happen. People can't explain it. They just liked this person and they wanted to talk to them. And because they had chemistry or because they clicked for whatever reason, not because someone did the right thing, they ended up together. So it seems like you guys have a brilliant connection. But I wonder if maybe because nothing has ever happened romantically, maybe it's not romantic. What it might be is platonic love. Platonic love is a thing that I think guys don't appreciate enough. I think males are just too caught up in whether or not they're good enough for women to have sex with them that they don't appreciate when someone is genuinely loving them, just not in the right way. I learned so much this year about how to be a happier person. And probably the two most important elements of that were learning how to work hard at your job, which I'll get into in a different video, and learning the value of investing in meaningful friendships. Not romance. I've been looking for romance pretty much my whole life, but it's not something that makes me happy. I could be in a relationship and be dreadfully unhappy because I have no friends or I don't care about my job. Romance is something else entirely. It's not something that will make you endlessly happy. Romance always comes with struggle and work. Friends are people that you can almost always be yourself around. Friends are people that you can rely on if you ever need anything. Friends are less complicated girlfriends. That sounds great to me. I can't tell you exactly why friendships are what make me happy, but I just know that when I've invested in them, it's made me a happier person. So what you might be experiencing is something that I went through. I spent a long time crushing on friends, confusing friendship for more than that, and making myself miserable because I wanted something more. I realized that I was confusing platonic love for romantic love, because romantic love is all I've ever focused on. Because I was feeling so much emotional support and appreciation for a friend of mine, I would think that that means I must love them romantically, which wasn't the case. It wasn't them leading me on. We were engaging in what was a beautiful platonic friendship. I was just confusing how I was feeling about them. And as soon as I stopped thinking that I was in love with this person and realized how much I'd still genuinely loved them as a friend, I was just immediately happier. There is such genuine value as a guy in making genuine friends with a girl. You learn so much about skincare, tidying, how to write neat. It's great. But I know in my heart that when I meet someone who I'm gonna have a profound connection with, that maybe I would wanna start a relationship with, it's probably just gonna happen. I wouldn't wanna date someone who doesn't like me. That's like a prerequisite. There are some love stories that have developed through friends and through people chasing other people. But the time that I've spent single, reflecting on my own relationship history and observing other couples around me, this stuff just happens. It's not something you can necessarily control. The most you can do is work on your social skills, meet as many people as you can, and it probably will happen to you.
You can't force love, you blockhead. All you can do is be good to the people in your life and keep your heart open.
But if you have a friend that you're crushing on and you know that either they're in a relationship or they wouldn't ever think of you that way, or it just hasn't happened, it probably won't. There's a lot of people in the world. What the fuck? If you're this young and you think that you've already met the one, when there are 7.4 billion humans, there are so many people that you're gonna meet in your travels. I don't think that this one person that you've decided is necessarily the one for you. I think if you're gonna meet someone that you're gonna genuinely fall for and have a deep, meaningful, romantic relationship with, it's probably just gonna happen. Because if she likes you back, there's nothing else you really need to do. Learn to value this friendship that you have. Finding friends that you have a deep trust and understanding with is such a rare thing. I'm lucky enough to have met as many of those people in my life as I do. I know some people that don't have anyone like that. Investing in platonic friendships is one of the keys to happiness. It's one of the most important things I learned this year, and that I will carry with me to the end of my days and tell my children, invest in your meaningful friendships. Don't get impatient.
Why do I feel so alone?
So that was me responding to my letter. If you want to write me a letter, send me an email. Maybe I'll go on some rant that doesn't apply to you, or maybe I'll solve all your problems. Send me anything. Send me a song. This is like an email P.O. box. You can send me anything. I feel like I've learned a lot this year, and I kind of want to give back in some way, because I love you all. Mwah.